Have you ever felt that pang of anxiety before a decision? Or that knot in your stomach when the future seems uncertain? Fear, it disguises itself as concern, prudence, even as responsibility. It promises us safety, but imprisons us in an invisible cage. In our last episode, we explored the radical idea of Jiddu Krishnamurti. To be truly free, you must unlearn everything you know. But, if we are honest, what prevents us from letting go of these old certainties, these memories, these identities? What paralyzes us at the edge of the abyss of the unknown? It is this: fear. Krishnamurti did not ask us to fight fear. He invited us to a much deeper inquiry, one that could dismantle the very structure of our suffering. He told us, time and thought create fear. Stay with us, because today, on the Silent Way, we will not give you a formula to overcome fear, but rather a key to understand its true nature. And, in understanding it, it may finally dissolve. For Krishnamurti, fear is not an isolated thing, not an external event that strikes us. It is a ceaseless creation of our own mind. But how? It is born from thought and our relationship with time. Think about it. What are you afraid of? Something that happened in the past that might repeat itself, something that might happen in the future? The loss of a job, an illness, death, the opinion of others. All of these are projections of the mind. Thought, based on memories and experiences, projects future scenarios, and this projection generates anxiety, restlessness, fear. Thought produces fear. Thought, by its very nature, operates within the field of the known. It is the past. It clings to the security of what has been or what it imagines to be. When it encounters something new, the unknown, it tries to frame it, predict it, control it. And it is in this attempt at control that fear arises. It warns us, be careful, this could be dangerous. Protect what you know. But what happens when we realize that the very tool we use to protect ourselves, thought, is also what creates that from which we seek protection? Herein lies one of Krishnamurti's most radical and liberating insights. When we feel fear, our mind creates a division. We say, I am afraid. There is the I, the observer, and there is the fear, the thing observed. And then the I tries to control, fight, or flee from the fear. If there is a division between the observer and the observed, that division is the source of all human conflict. But Krishnamurti asks us, is this division real? Or is it an invention of thought? He invites us to see that the observer is the observed. There is no separate I that has fear. In the moment of fear, you are the fear. The entity trying to control the fear is made of the same substance as the fear. The fight against fear is just another manifestation of fear itself. Think of anger. When you fight your anger, that fight is a form of anger. It is a battle of shadows. The self, built of memories and experiences, constantly tries to protect itself, to assert itself. And it is this attempt to maintain a center, a separate identity, that generates the incessant conflict within us. Fear is one of the most powerful expressions of this conflict. If we cannot fight fear, if it is not something separate from us, what is the way out? The way out is not an exit in the sense of an escape, but an entry into a type of attention that Krishnamurti called choiceless awareness, or pure attention. This is not about concentration, which is to focus the mind with effort. It is a state of total observation, where you do not judge, do not condemn, do not justify, and crucially, do not name what is happening. When fear arises, the conditioned mind rushes to identify it. This is anxiety. This is fear of failure. This is bad. By naming it, you place it back in the box of the known, of the past, and you reinforce it. To observe without judgment is the highest form of human intelligence. Choiceless awareness is to look at the physical sensation of fear, the thoughts that accompany it, the contraction in the body with a fresh curiosity, as if you had never seen it before. Without the observer who says, "I am afraid," all that remains is the movement of the sensation of the thought. In this pure gaze, the energy that sustained the fear dissipates. The energy that fueled the division between I and fear dissolves. The thing being observed, the fear begins to lose its power, because there is no longer an entity to project and sustain its existence through struggle or identification. It is like a shadow that dissipates when direct light is shone upon it. In the act of this total, effortless, choiceless observation, something extraordinary happens. Fear, which seemed so real and solid, begins to fade away. Not because you pushed it away, but because you understood the illusion of its separate existence. The mind, free from the constant battle against fear, reaches a state of profound silence, and it is in this silence that true intelligence and true freedom flourish. It is not a freedom from something, but an intrinsic freedom, a state of being. When there is no fear, there is freedom. This freedom does not mean you will never again feel the experience of physical fear, the instinct for self-preservation, but rather that psychological fear, the fear of being or not being, of having or not having, loses its hold over you. The mind becomes new in each moment, no longer imprisoned by the weight of the past and its future projections. It is death to yesterday, to all the conclusions and memories that defined and limited us. It is a state of continuous learning, of freshness and innocence. And it is in this space that creativity, genuine love, and a profound peace become possible. The revolution that Krishnamurti proposes is not one that happens in the outer world, but one that occurs within each of us. It is not a destination to be reached, but a step taken in each moment. The instant you begin to see your own conditioning, The question that remains is, are you willing to look at fear, not as an enemy, but as a part of yourself? Are you ready to observe, without choosing, without judging, the movement of your own mind? Unlearn the old reactions. Let the silence of pure observation reveal the illusion of fear. If this quest for unconditional freedom resonates within your deepest being, then continue with us. Share this journey with those who seek the true expansion of consciousness. Subscribe to The Silent Way, and together, let us explore the art of seeing, the art of unlearning, the art of being truly alive. The revolution is internal, and it begins now.